Alright, what is going on, guys? Got a breakdown for UFC 283. Very fun fight here at lightweight. We got Terrance McKinney taking on Ismael Bonfim. McKinney going to have a 2-inch advantage in height and reach. Going to be his UFC debut for Bonfim. Came in on the Contender series, same card as his brother. But I'll start with Terrance McKinney, the known commodity. Very fun fighter because it's either a win in the first round or he loses. It's pretty much been the case going back to like late 2018, 2019. Just bombs forward on the feet, mixes it up well, but like he's never really in striking exchanges, extended ones at least. He just has good body kicks that'll go to. Then he just charges in and just spams uppercuts and hooks, and he gets full extension on his punches, and they're very straight. Good hand-eye coordination, and he takes a lot of chances, but when he connects, he gets a lot of first-round knockouts. Against Drew Dober, he really just puts it on him, almost had him out of there, drops him with an uppercut immediately. Nasty ground and pound, but Dober just has a granite chin, is able to survive that one. And I watched that fight yesterday, but I couldn't tell if it was an uppercut he got him with before they clinched up, or then there was a knee to the body that might have caught a little bit of his chin, and that seems to be what finished McKinney off. Ground and pound, Drew Dober gets it done. So no shame there. Almost had a ranked fighter. Really tough test in the UFC lightweight division. Lightweight's so stacked, but Drew Dober has held his own for years. And I hate using the term gatekeeper, but he kind of is a gatekeeper to like the upper echelons of the UFC lightweight division. And a lot of people haven't passed that test. McKinney's so close. But, just got caught there. Against Faris Siam, I thought that was a no-brainer. Matt Frevola in his UFC debut starched him in 7 seconds, one of the fastest knockouts in UFC history. And Frevola has won 3 in a row. He's a proven fighter, Sarah Longo. So, yeah, it's looked very good for Terrance McKinney. Mixes it up well, too, on the ground. Has good ground and pound. Was primarily going to the ground and pound a lot early on in his career when he was with LFA, but same deal there, a lot of first-round finishes. Did lose on the Contender series to Sean Woodson, but he was really putting it on him before he got caught with a flying knee in the second round. He was putting it on him with the ground and pound. Starting to slow down just a little bit just because he just pushes such an insane pace. And he did get choked out by the infamous Darrick Minner, but Darrick Minner, the one thing he did have always was sub-game, so I'm not too worried about McKinney getting submitted in this one. It's pretty binary with him. He's either going to win the fight in the first round or he's going to lose. I'd like to see him one of these days try to, extend himself a little bit more. But I don't think this is the fight, for Bonfim. McKinney is going to want to do his normal style because this guy, it's going to be his UFC debut, but I think he's won like 10 straight or something like that. He's 18-3 and some decent competition, at least in his last few fights, and he just looks better every time. Pro boxing background for Bonfim, I think he went 4-1, but it definitely shows. He has very good boxing, very good counter striking, and he mixes it up very well. He has these hooks to the body that he just sneaks in at perfect times. They seem to really wear on his opponents. The only thing he doesn't throw super accurately is like the power right. Not a ton of power for this guy, but he does land. He does have some submissions too, primarily a boxing base, but he does have a BJJ black belt. He's gotten out of tough positions on the ground, and he's picked up some submissions himself. But yeah, primarily likes to keep it on the feet. And in the Contender series against Abbasov, I believe that guy's name is, Bonfim really puts it on him early. Really batters him in the first round, but Abbasov was able to hang in there. It was still a comfortable decision for Bonfim. I thought he looked the best he's ever looked. But, yeah, it's just very crisp striking for this guy. I like what I've seen out of him. I think he definitely has potential. And, it does worry me in this fight. If we look at the odds, Terrance McKinney and Bonfim is now even at -110. But if you look at the under 1.5 is at -195. So I got to think that the props on Terrance McKinney are still going to be nice. That's kind of been the case with him in his UFC career. The money line is a pick 'em a lot of times. I've liked him a lot in some of these spots, like especially against Faris Siam. But the prop, you're still probably going to get it with plus odds, but it's not going to be great. A lot of times if you see a pick 'em fight, the knockout prop's going to be like plus 200 or something like that. That's not going to be the case with Terrance McKinney because he either wins most of his fights by stoppage or he doesn't. But yeah, really tough fight. I think priced correctly, but I've still got to go with Terrance McKinney. I just think he has a good style to neutralize Bonfim's very good counter striking. I don't think he's going to be playing around at range with him. If this is the fight he chooses to start doing that, then it was the worst decision ever from his coaches, and they should be fired. This is the time to just crash forward and just hope that Bonfim has never felt anything like this or, had to deal with this level of aggression in the first round. I don't think he has. A lot of his fights I've seen, his opponents have just not been able to really get him out of his groove. With Terrance McKinney, we don't really have to worry. He's just going to blitz in. He could catch him with a counter hook early. He has good counter hooks to the body and head, but I just don't think he's going to. I think even if he does, McKinney is going to impose his will here. I think he's going to take him down, get some ground and pound, and finish the fight that way. So I am going to go with Terrance McKinney inside the distance, but I don't know how much I'm going to bet it. It's a little tricky. I definitely like Bonfim's. From what I've seen, I like him. There are certainly so many matchups where I would totally pick this guy. So he's definitely on my radar, but I just think Terrance McKinney's style is exactly what he needs here. So, yeah, Terrance McKinney, but not super comfortable. Could go either way. So, thanks for watching, guys. Sure to subscribe.